What's going on, everybody? Today I want to talk about homeowners insurance. It's one of those things where in the state of Georgia, unless you outright own your home, you have to have homeowners insurance. Now, if you own your house, you don't have to have homeowners insurance. But for most of us that carry a mortgage, got to have homeowners insurance. And big questions arise when things go wrong. What does home insurance cover? What does it not cover? In this video, I'll answer those questions for you so that you will hopefully not be surprised when something comes up in your home and you try to submit a claim. Let's talk a little about homeowners insurance coverage. Homeowners insurance is one of those things where you have to pay it every month. Some of us pay it every 6 months, and you don't really like having to pay it because, most times, most years that go by, you're not going to have a claim. But I will tell you that you'll run into that situation where something will happen, and it could be pretty big. You could have something happen to your house, and you will be so grateful that you have homeowners insurance, because we all know that big expenses can arise and things can go wrong with your home that are unexpected. And then you'll be super happy that you had homeowners insurance. So what is covered? One thing that is covered is personal property. So clothing, furniture, computers. If you have things like that that you can claim as a loss, if something were to happen with your home, then your homeowners insurance company, they will give you fair market value typically for those items. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they'll give you the full amount as if you were to go to buy it brand new today, right? And now all policies are a little bit different, but in general, they'll give you the fair market value for personal items that are lost. Hold up, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for me. You're so awesome. I'll tell you something that's not covered, and that is your car. So make sure that you take out a good auto insurance policy, because if something were to happen in your house, say a fire or something like that, and your car gets damaged, then unfortunately your homeowner's insurance will not cover your car. You know those high-priced valuables that some of you have in your home? So let's just say you've got a huge wedding ring or some fine jewelry, or maybe you have some antiques in your homes. Those high-priced valuables are typically not covered either by your home insurance policy. So how do you get those covered? Well, through your insurance company, you can purchase what's called a rider or an add-on for coverage, and you will pay a separate premium, or maybe they'll lump it all together, but just essentially you're paying extra, you're paying more of a premium to cover those high-priced valuables. So they can be covered, but you've got to pay a little extra for those. So make sure that you ask your homeowner's insurance company what the limit is, because all of them have some type of sub limit underneath the main policy, and it tells you what's covered and what value things are covered up to. So for example, let's say you've got a super nice piece of jewelry and replacement cost might be, let's say, $20,000. Well, your homeowner's insurance policy might say, hey, we only cover that up to $1,500. So you'd need to purchase some type of ride-on or an additional part to your policy to get those expensive items covered. Your bicycle, yeah, that's usually covered. Hopefully nothing catastrophic like a fire happens to you in your home, but for most insurance policies, yes, a fire is covered. And as I talk through all these, please keep in mind that every homeowner's insurance policy is different, and all the insurance companies cover different things at different levels. So don't take what I'm saying here and apply it to every single policy out there, but this is just a general guideline. But back to fire. So yes, if something catastrophic like a fire happens, it's covered, and the replacement cost to build your home is included with your policy. Also keep in mind that if you have to go stay in a hotel or something like that while the home is being repaired or rebuilt, then that cost is usually covered as well. Earthquake damage, typically not covered. Now, unless you're in a place like California where earthquakes are far more common, I know that you can purchase an add-on to your insurance policy for earthquake coverage. But if you're in an area where you typically don't have earthquakes and it's kind of out of sight, out of mind, but one does hit and your home is damaged, or whatever, there's a big issue with the foundation after the earthquake, then unfortunately you won't be covered. Let's talk a little about water damage. Now this can be a biggie for some people. We all know that water can cause some big problems inside of a house. So if you have a big plumbing catastrophe and you have a bunch of water damage, then yes, that's typically covered through your homeowner's insurance. However, make sure that you understand that if the homeowner's insurance company, if they find out that the accident that occurred was due to poor maintenance or a lack of maintenance on your end, then it won't be covered. So they'll typically send out what's called an adjuster who represents the homeowner's insurance company. They'll come out, take a look at the damage, take a look at the cause of the damage, and like I said, if they feel or they see that you didn't maintain something properly and that was the cause of the water damage, then it won't be covered. However, typically, that will be covered as long as you are not negligent on your end. Vandalism is covered. So if you have someone that comes into your house and they damage your home or personal items or things like that, then yes, that is covered. However, keep in mind that if someone inside your household causes damage, then that's not covered. For example, let's say your children, you have small kids and they write all over the wall with crayon or marker or something like that, and you've got to get multiple walls painted in your house. That would not be covered because those children are in your household. Something else that is not covered by homeowners insurance is injury to your family. Say you have a family member living in your home and they're going down the stairs, they trip and fall, and they break an ankle. Well, that will not be covered by homeowners insurance. That would be covered by your health insurance. So therefore, make sure you have health insurance because you never know. Before you go anywhere else, I need you to check out this video on my channel. Take a look at it. It talks about buying a property with multiple owners. So if you're in a market where interest rates are high, maybe it's hard to purchase a property, and it's financially straining for some people. I know that there are folks that oftentimes like to pool together funds and link up with a friend or family member to buy a house, but there are steps you need to make sure that you follow and some advice you need to hear in that video to make sure that you don't get yourself in a sticky situation with a friend or family member. I understand it's no fun when something breaks in your house or you have something catastrophic that happens to your home, but in the event that it does, you're going to be so happy that you have homeowners insurance. I hope this video helped you, and I hope that it helped you understand that, hey, not every single thing that happens in every situation is covered at your house under your homeowners insurance policy. A lot of things are covered, but there are definitely some things that are not. So if you have specific questions, please make sure you contact your home insurance carrier and they will help to clarify things further. I hope that you learned a little from this video. Appreciate you for tuning in and come back for the next one.